You are listening to the Hawaiian Islands presents the 2026 Outrigger Men's Volleyball Championships on 22 West Radio. Streaming live on YouTube and online at 88.1 KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. It was the Romans who first wrote that absence makes the heart grow fonder. Shakespeare had the same idea, and so have authors, songwriters, and poets in the centuries that followed. At its core, it's the idea that distance only fuels passion and is the essence of the endearing human spirit. And between fierce competitors, it's that passion that turns into a relentless drive for greatness. Open a book, watch a movie. The age-old adage is ever present. And tonight we will have it for you over the airwaves of 22 West Radio. We welcome you courtside to the Bren Event Center. I'm JayDe Beaudry, and it is a pleasure to have you with us on a Thursday night on 22 West Radio. 215 miles separate UC San Diego and UC Santa Barbara, the longest distance between men's volleyball programs in the Big West. But the margins between these two programs always prove to be razor thin. It's a budding rivalry in the Big West Championship's first round. The number 4 and the number 5 seeds moments away from going head-to-head for a spot in the semifinals. Across two meetings this season that opened and closed Big West Conference play, the Gauchos and Titans went a marathon 5 sets. These two teams are well familiar with each other, having just met last week to close out conference play in La Jolla. We'll run you through the starters. First for UC San Diego, led by fourth-year head coach Brad Rostratter. At the setter's position, it's Cameron Worrell, who has taken over late in the season for the redshirt senior John Lures. They have the middle blocker pairing of Jim Garrison and Peter Sancho suiting up once again, and the outside hitter trio of Leo Pravetnikov, John Ewers, the Long Beach State transfer Sebastiano Sani, and a pair of liberos in Evan Boyle and Keegan Cook. The man to watch for UC San Diego is Sebastiano Sani. Did not play the full 5 sets against UC Santa Barbara down in La Jolla, but he has been the man leading the way all year long for the Tritons, recently named to the Big West first team alongside a few men on the other side of the net. For UC Santa Barbara, it's Cole Schobel running the offense as he has all season long. Josh Arroyo in the middle. George Bruning also returns on the outsides. Riggs Guy, a Big West honorable mention, the other outside hitter. Mikey Denver starts in the middle alongside Arroyo, and Ethan Saint lines out the lineup in white. It's UC San Diego on the left side of the floor, UC Santa Barbara on the right. The Tritons in all navy blue, and their libero stepping onto the floor first. Evan Boyle dressed in all white. It's the Gauchos in all white uniforms, and their libero stepping onto the floor, Jason Walmer, dressed in all navy blue. It's Cole Schobel ready to serve first for UC Santa Barbara, who leads all setters in the Big West in aces this season. He has been the catalyst of this Gauchos offense, was also recently named to the Big West first team. 35 aces this season, and he's the man who will get us underway at the Bren. 2 tosses from Schobel, served across, passed by Boyle. Worrell, left side, Sani through the double block and down. The junior outside, recently named to the Big West first team, gets the Tritons on the board first. It'll be Jim Garrison, the longtime Triton, to serve first for UC San Diego at 1-0. Float serve across, passed by Guy. Schobel, back row, coming right down Broadway. It's Ethan Saint picking up the kill. Ethan Saint has been in and out of this UC Santa Barbara lineup, has carved out a nice spot for himself on the left side. 1-1, and Riggs Guy blasts it into the net. Guy, another Big West honorable mention on this UC Santa Barbara team, alongside outside hitter George Bruning, named to the first team. Those honors coming out just yesterday, and both teams taking the floor first tonight had something to celebrate ahead of their trip to Irvine. It's now Cameron Worrell for UC San Diego, 2-1, hard and across, passed by Lawler. Schobel in the middle, touched across by Denver, dug out. And now Whirl pushes left side, looking for high hands. Dylan Pilkvist is dug out in the back row. Santa Barbara recycle, and it's swung across by Brunning. Whirl from the back row, pushes left side. Sani in a joust, pushes it through. Right off the hands of George Brunning, and a stare down early from Sebastiano Sani as the Tritons lead 3-1. Cameron Whirl looking to continue his service run. Harden across, and it's through the hands of Jason Walmer in the back row, and down for an ace. Cameron Whirl's 6th ace of the season, only the 16th of his career. Coming into the lineup late in the season to provide a spark. He has the Tritons up 4-1. Whirl, a float serve now, passed out well. Schobel pushes right back to where it came from. Saint dug out. Now Whirl pushes across on the third touch. Brunning to Schobel at the logo. Back row, Riggs guy swinging, it's blocked and dug out. Now Walmer with a back set to the left side. Saint swinging off high hands, dug out in the back row. Whirl from the logo. Backside, swinging through. Dylan Pilkvist gets the kill. And already a few flashes of what we've seen in both matches already this season. Outstanding back row defense from both teams, and rallies that are going to be extended well into the night. Whirl to serve at 5-1. Diving pass in the back row by Guy. Schobel on his horse to Saint, around a triple block, and it's 5 feet out of bounds. San Diego have built out a 5-point lead in set one. It's now 6-1. The Gauchos will make an adjustment in serve receive now, a 4 pattern across the back row. The Tritons bench makes some noise for Cameron Whirl. Low toss, float serve across, overpassed, and Tritons have it back on their side. Whirl to the back row, swinging through. Provetnikov dug out, back across. Whirl now to the middle for Garrison, dug out again. Schobel, left side, Saint through the triple block. And in the back row, Cameron Whirl crossed up by the deflection. Santa Barbara get their 2nd point on the board. They had to work for it. Mikey Denver to serve, floated across. Sani pass in the back right. Whirl back to Sani inside. He throws it across. Schobel touches at the net, dunked right back down. Santa Barbara keep it alive. Now Brunning swings around. Passed up by Sani. Bump set goes right back to him. Off the triple block, Arroyo punches it back over. San Diego now get it to the left side. Rolling it across. Provetnikov dug out. Brunning right side off the double block and bumped out of the back row. Now Whirl pushes left side. Then a hammer comes down from Josh Ewert. Off the block and out of bounds. Ewert swinging through. Sebastiano Sani to serve now. At 6-2, make that 7-2 in set one. Tritons with the advantage. Harden across, pass by Guy. Schobel, left side. Saint disrupted by the block, bumped out by Cook. To Whirl in the middle, back to the left side. Provetnikov dug out, 2 touches and it's back across. Provetnikov swings away, dug out on the back row by Guy. Sent over on a free ball from Schobel. Whirl from the logo to the middle for Jim Garrison. And the Gauchos left scrambling in the back row, could do nothing about the set to the middle. An electric rally, and Riggs Guy, the man in the back row, making plays. Off the kill from Garrison. It's 8-2 in set one. Sani, high toss, ripped across to the back row and down. An ace for Sebastiano Sani. And the Tritons are up 9-2. Timeout UC Santa Barbara. The 2nd ace already in set one, and the first from Sebastiano Sani sends us into the timeout. It's UC San Diego 9, UC Santa Barbara 2 on 22 West Radio. UC Santa Barbara searching for solutions with an early timeout, 11 points into set one. UC San Diego with a 9-2 advantage, hitting .385. Already 5 kills on 13 errorless swings and a perfect 100% side-out percentage against the Gauchos. Strikingly similar start to the last time these two teams played only a week ago. UC San Diego jumped on the Gauchos early in set one and refused to look back, trying to set the tone in the Bren Event Center again tonight. It's Sebastiano Sani behind the service line. A hand injury in the preseason has seen Sani's right hand be taped really since week one. Had to get it retaped after ripping an ace during that timeout. He's ready to serve again. Sani, high toss, ripped across, errant pass in the back row. Saint has to chase it into the seats, bumped back inside, and it's off the bottom of the net. George Brunning helpless as the long bump from Ethan Saint dribbled off the bottom of the tape. And Sebastiano Sani picks up right where he left off. Service pressure paying dividends early for UC San Diego. It's 10 serving 2. Sani, high toss, ripped across, and the cross-court serve just misses the sideline. UC Santa Barbara able to escape. And into serve receive for UC San Diego comes Ethan Boyle, replacing Keegan Cook. 3 pattern across the back row. As George Brunning readies to serve for the first time tonight. 3 serving 10, Brunning rolls serve across, Boyle pass to Whirl, backside set, Ewert detonates on the right side. And that's where he's been deployed over the past 6 games. Traditional left side hitter, forced to adjust to the right side. He has been outstanding in that role, and he has put the Tritons up 11-3 in set 1. Peter Selcho, the middle blocker to serve, hand pass by Saint, up to Schobel at the logo. Arroyo in the middle. Just rattled it off the block and out of bounds. Jim Garrison had it covered. And Arroyo with a few things to say through the twine after that kill. A big swing for the 6'9" junior middle blocker out of Mission Viejo. Ethan Saint for the Gauchos, 4 serving 11 into the tape. And that libero position in constant rotation all night long. Evan Boyle back to the bench. Keegan Cook now on with the Tritons serving. Josh Ewert, the 6'4" redshirt junior out of Campo Lindo High School in Moraga, California, with a high toss and his serve across, pass by Saint. Schobel from the left side, across court, over to Riggs Guy, blocked and roofed. Cameron Whirl got the lion's share. And San Diego were up by 9. 13 serving 4. And Josh Ewert tied for the team lead in aces with 33. With a high toss here. Rolled across, it tips the tape, awkward in the back row. Schobel on a dive, it's to the back row and swinging across. Guy just gets it across. Whirl pushes left side. Provetnikov goes high and it's dug out in the back row. Schobel pushes back inside. Brunning is blocked and roofed. Back-to-back big-time blocks for UC San Diego. Jim Garrison and Cameron Whirl wheel off in celebration. It was Garrison alongside Provetnikov applying the pressure. San Diego up 14-4 in set one. Ewert, high toss, hard serve, mishandled in the back row and flapped across by Guy. Now whirl from the middle to Provetnikov, left side off the block and disrupted. Push right back across by Arroyo. Overpass now, and it's dunked down by Riggs Guy. Awkward at the net as Josh Arroyo was tangled up, pushed it right back over, and the overpass went back to the Gauchos. Riggs Guy picks up an unorthodox kill. It's 5-14, Josh Arroyo. Chance to serve. Hybrid float across, Provetnikov pass, whirl, D-ball, and Ewert hits it long. Here at the Big West Championships, we have the complement of 4 line judges, 1 down judge, 1 chair judge. That ball ruled out, and it's now 6-14. Arroyo across. Provetnikov pass. Whirl in the middle. Jim Garrison hanging and banging. Gets UC San Diego back up by 9. And a pat on the back from Sebastiano Sani as Jim Garrison has set the tone here in set one. Provetnikov serves, passed by Guy. Schobel to the middle, and it's Mikey Denver going head hunting. Goes off the shoulder in the back row of Josh Ewert. And Santa Barbara are just looking for a way back into this first set. Cole Schobel having completed 1 full rotation, back to serve for the second time here in set one. High toss, and it's passed by Boyle, out of bounds. It's an ace for Cole Schobel. Evan Boyle diving to his right, past it left and into the media row. Cole Schobel responds with an ace, trying to cut into the Tritons' lead. It's 8-15. Schobel hard and across. Boyle passes up to whirl at the logo. Sani left side swing and dug out in the back row by Saint. What a play. Bumped back inside. Now swing in. Riggs Guy dug out. Recycled from San Diego back to Sani on the left side. He tools the double block and it's kept alive. Out of system, set now to Guy, targeting a cross-court swing, and it's out of bounds. Joe Wallace, the libero, making plays on that rally. And UC San Diego will make a change in service. Off goes Jim Garrison. On comes Tyler Stewart, the third-string sophomore setter, who has been deployed as a service sub throughout conference play. Yet to register an ace this season. High toss, right-handed serve, and it's out of bounds, about 2 feet long. That will spell the end of a short set one appearance for Tyler Stewart. Jim Garrison returns to the floor and then exits as Evan Boyle, the libero, will line up in the right back of serve receive. 4 pattern across for the Gauchos. Riggs Guy ready to serve. High toss, ripped across, Provetnikov, errant pass, whirl, out of bounds, bumps it back inside. Sani from the 10-foot line, a roll shot off a triple block, and it's out of bounds. Sani on a slide, watched it all the way out. And 6 hands across from UC Santa Barbara. Can't get the job done. It's 17-9 Tritons. Cameron Whirl, a chance to serve. San Diego native, graduate of Cathedral Catholic High School. 6'7". A low toss and a hard run up. Hard serve too. Schobel to the middle, turns to Mikey Denver. And the redshirt freshman gets the kill. Second-year Gaucho and Santa Barbara native. Mikey Denver, Santa Barbara born and bred. Brought a few championships back to Santa Barbara High School. Looking to bring the Gauchos closer here in set one. It's 10-17 as Denver serves. Pass by Sani. Whirl to the middle, and it's Peter Selcho swinging away. Second kill here in set one already for Peter Selcho on 3 swings. UC San Diego as a team hitting just shy of 400. It's 18-10. Sani with a deep breath and a high toss. Ripped into the net by Sebastiano Sani. Santa Barbara will need to run fast. Last time these two teams met, It was 25-12 in set one in favor of UC San Diego. Just speaks to that hot start the Tritons had on their home floor. Looking good again tonight for Brad Roschrader's team. 11 serving 18. Whirl gets the set and it's low. An overpass to Schobel detonates on a first touch kill. George Brunning put the Tritons out of system. And off the low overpass, Cole Schobel ready and waiting. The 6'1" junior setter. Schobel at 12 serving 18, rolls it across, pass by Sonny, whirl from the logo, backside, Ewert gets a touch at the net, and it's out of bounds. Another kill for Josh Ewert, redshirt junior outside. Already has 9 games this season with 10 or more kills, a few of those games coming in the last 6 after that move to the right side. He has the Tritons 6 points away from a set 1 victory. Selcho tosses, ripped across, guy pass to Schobel, left side, Saint. Goes OTT on Jim Garrison. And Santa Barbara are trading points with the Tritons now. Ethan Saint looking to continue his service run. Ripped across, passed by Boyle, whirl to the middle, Jim Garrison. A flapjack-handed kill, straight down. And the Tritons are the first to the red zone. Josh Ewert already here in set 1 with 4 kills on 7 swings. Only 1 attacking error. With a high toss now to serve. Off the tape, hand pass out of the back row by Wallace, and Schobel goes over on 2. A one-handed Schobel slam. The San Diego block did not elevate in time. Santa Barbara 14 serving 20. Josh Arroyo behind the line. Arroyo, low toss, and the float serve gets across the tape. A wiggle off the wire for Josh Arroyo. 13th ace of his career. 31st of his career, 13th of the season for Josh Arroyo. 15 serving 20. This float gets across, passed by Provetnikov, whirl from the 10-foot line, back to where it came from. Provetnikov dug out in the back row by Saint. Now Schobel into the scorer's table, bumps it back inside, and Denver free balls across. Here comes San Diego. Ewers left side, rolled across, pancaked by Arroyo, then Schobel, then Saint swings from the back row. Pass up to Whirl. Provetnikov left side, off the hands of Arroyo. Saint keeps it alive, into the bench. George Brunning runs out of real estate. The scrappiness of UC Santa Barbara. Despite the big deficit, they still make UC San Diego work for every single point. It's 21 serving 15 off the kill from Leo Provetnikov. Provetnikov serve, tips the tape. Saint pass to Schobel, left side guy, disrupted by the block, and it finds its way to the Terraflex. 2 Gauchos in the area. Riggs Guy and Mikey Denver could not keep the ball alive. And now it's 22-15. Advantage UC San Diego. Leo Provetnikov. High toss, boomed across, pass by Wallace. Schobel up the net in a joust with Sani. It's on the San Diego side. Push back to Sani off the double block and dug out of the back row by Saint. Schobel on his horse from the 10-foot line. Left side swinging. Riggs Guy gets the kill. Swinging cross court, and it lands at the feet of Keegan Cook. Santa Barbara back within 6. And Riggs Guy swinging from about 3 feet off the net still finds a way to make things happen. Cole Schobel back for his 3rd service turn here in set 1. 16 serving 22. Hard and across, and it's just long. Provetnikov ducking out of the back row. And the service error puts San Diego now on the doorstep of a set 1 victory. 23 serving 16. Jim Garrison staying in to serve. Middle blocker, tosses high. Hybrid float across, passed by Guy. Schobel to the back row. Ethan Saint blocked and roofed. Solo style by Peter Selcho. It's set point in set 1 for UC San Diego. Solo stuff for the senior middle blocker, Peter Selcho. Jim Garrison, the Tritons fans on their feet. Serve to the back row, Guy to Schobel, back row, Saint gets his revenge. Punching it straight through and straight down. Santa Barbara went down big early, 9-2, have not been able to claw their way back. It's that same 7-point advantage staring them in the face here, facing set point number 2, 17 serving 24. Guy serves across, up to Worrell. Selcho tips it across, here come the Gauchos. Bumps at left side, Saint cross court and down. Out of system, Joe Wallace will pick up the assist, bumping it from the back row. And Ethan Saint stepping into some big shoes tonight, leading the Gauchos with 5 kills on 11 swings. Here's Riggs Guy to serve at 18-24, and he dials up an ace. Evan Boyle with ants in his pants on the back row, jumped out of the way, and it fell at his feet. 3 straight points from UC Santa Barbara. San Diego with plenty of set points to spare, trying to snuff out the Gauchos' momentum. It's 19 serving 24. Riggs Guy into the net. And UC San Diego takes set one, 25-19. UC Santa Barbara play their way back into the fray late and will look to stack some momentum heading in to set 2. It's Ethan Saint leading the way for the Gauchos with 5 kills on 11 swings and a balanced attack from UC San Diego, with Josh Ewert leading the way with 4 kills on 8 swings. We will return for set 2. UC San Diego has taken the first here on 22 West Radio. Welcome back to the Bren Event Center in Irvine, California. UC San Diego victorious in set 1 over UC Santa Barbara. A dominant start and a strong finish, 25-19 the final score. UC San Diego hit 379 in the frame. UC Santa Barbara just 194. And this is a rematch not only of 2 incredible 5-set matches this season, but a 5-set thriller last season in Manoa in the Big West Championships. UC Santa Barbara came into that game not at full strength and went up 2-0 on UC San Diego before the Tritons roared back in a reverse sweep. Tonight, it's the Tritons who have set the tone from first serve. Both sets of starters back onto the floor here for set 2. UC Santa Barbara will look to get George Brunning more involved here in the frame. No kills on 4 swings for Brunning, the Big West first team member and Newport Beach native. Has had the best season of his Santa Barbara career so far, 3rd in the Big West in points per set. He's played in a career-high 23 games this season after struggling with injuries after his redshirt freshman season and his freshman year that ended after only 7 games. He will not want to see his 3rd year with Santa Barbara end in anything less than a battle. And it's San Diego with the first serve in set 2. Provetnikov across, passed out, and a joust at the net. Won by Schobel, kept alive by San Diego. Bumped to Sani left side around a triple block and bumped awkwardly to the back row by Boyle. Guy over to left side. Saint swings through and gets the kill. Excuse me, it was Joe Wallace keeping that rally alive for UC San Diego. Ethan Saint picking up where he left off in set number 1, his 6th kill in both matches against UC San Diego this season. Ethan Saint with a pair of double-digit kill performances, shouldering over 30 swings on both nights. Here he serves, passed out well. Whirl, left side, Sani dug out by Wallace from the back row. Saint bumps it back to the left side. Guy around a triple block, and it's dug out. Now joust at the net, and Arroyo goes OTT. Point Santa Barbara. It was overpassed by Evan Boyle on a dive, and Josh Arroyo using his 6'9" frame to pick up the point. Santa Barbara with a much better start here in set 2. It's 2-0. Saint Harden across, passed out by Provetnikov to the antenna. Whirl bumps it back inside. Garrison across, and now the Gaucho is forced to get it from Schobel out of bounds, back inside to George Brunning. And he gets the kill, his first of the night, right on cue. And some words for his serving teammate, Ethan Saint. Gauchos 3 straight points to start set 2. Saint hard to the back row, awkward pass, and there's an ace. Right off the fists of Sebastiano Sani. And a polar opposite start now in the Bren Event Center to set 2. UC Santa Barbara up 4-0. Now it's the Gauchos applying service pressure. Ethan Saint, high toss, this time into the middle back, and it's just long. A curveball that was working away from Sebastiano Sani. And UC San Diego able to get Ethan Saint off the service line. Garrison at 1-4 to the back row, passed by Wallace. Schobel to Arroyo in the middle, off high hands, and a touch in the back row. Not enough to keep it alive. Arroyo with a rip and a roar in the middle. Arroyo 3 or more kills in every single game this season, dating back to the end of last season. His turn to serve. Hybrid float across. Provetnikov pass to Whirl at the logo. Left side, Sani off the block and down. Sani with some height advantage over Mikey Denver and Cole Schobel. Able to put that ball straight down. Sebastiano Sani setting the tone again tonight. That's his 4th kill. It's 2-5. Whirl, roll serve across, passed out. Schobel swinging on 2, blocked and roofed. Sebastiano Sani, solo stuff. Sweetness in the middle from Sebastiano Sani, who stayed on Schobel all the way. San Diego looking to swing the momentum back in their favor. It's 3-5. Whirl, roll serve across, passed out by Wallace. Schobel pushes cross-court Guy down the line off the shoulder of Cam Whirl, now out of system. Here come the Tritons. It's Sani off a block, recycled back to him, and now it's Sani blocked and roofed. Cole Schobel and Mikey Denver did the hard work the first time, and Sani swinging 3 feet off the net, put it right above the tape for the Gauchos block. It's blocked for the Gauchos' 6th point here in set 2. It's 6-3. Schobel, high toss, served across, passed by Boyle, whirl, D-ball, Sani blocked, and it's off his shoulder. Point Gauchos. Santa Barbara block starting to make some noise here in set 2. And a timeout called by Brad Rostrader. You go back just a week ago, and it was in that second set from UC Santa Barbara that they showed a marked improvement after hitting the negatives in set 1. Came out, hit 615 to UC San Diego's 500, took it in a marathon 31-29. We're going to continue to draw those parallels all night long between the 2 matches this season and the match tonight. Not only have the last 2 matches this season gone 5 sets, the match in last year's Big West Championship has gone 5 sets, and since Brad Rostrader took the helm of UC San Diego, 6 of the 10 matches he has overseen have gone the distance. This is the first time the Tritons and the Gauchos have met in the Big West Championship since last year, and the 4th time all-time, meeting right here in Irvine back in 2023 in the first round. Another 4 against 5 matchup. That one, no surprise, went 5 sets, and before that, in the 2021 Big West Championship game, UC Santa Barbara prevailed over UC San Diego 3-1. Last year, the first time San Diego able to break up that streak in a series that the Gauchos lead all time, 56-13. This is a rivalry that just continues to grow and grow and grow every single year. And during this timeout, Brad Rostrader has his entire team in a huddle, looking to come back from an early 4-point deficit. UC Santa Barbara, who entered last year's championship battered and bruised. They had 6 seniors start every single game alongside Ben Pearson, who is once again on the roster this year as a redshirt junior outside. They did not have Riggs Guy, they did not have George Brunning or Cole Schobel or Ethan Saint available, and despite a big boost on the final night of the regular season against Hawaii, a sweep in the Thunderdome, it all came crashing down at the Big West Championships, much to the chagrin of Rick McLaughlin, who has been at the helm of this Gauchos program for just shy of 2 decades. Tonight, a chance at revenge for UC Santa Barbara for last season's loss, and a chance at redemption for the Tritons, who have come oh so close to toppling UC Santa Barbara twice already this season. Out of the timeout, Cole Schobel ready to serve, already with an ace tonight in set 1. 7 serving 3, hard and across, pass by Provetnikov, whirl from the logo, left side, and it's punched across by Josh Ewert. Shoulders square to the antenna, a side swipe kill from Josh Ewert. Team best 5th. It has been him and Sani leading the way. And here's Seba to serve. 4 serving 7, Sani across on a dive. It's passed by Guy. Schobel from the back row, sets left side, Brunning blocked, and it's down in the back row. Excellent work from the UC San Diego block. George Brunning rejected. Five serving 7. Sani, a high toss. Corkscrew serve out of bounds this time. Looking for some cross-court action. It's 2 feet out. And Santa Barbara now only up by 3. 8 serving 5, Riggs Guy behind the service line. Newport Beach native, graduate of Newport Harbor High School. Low toss and a hard serve to the back row, goes just long. Riggs Guy was a demon behind the service line in both matchups this season. 5 to open conference play, 4 aces last week in La Jolla. We've already seen 7 aces tonight between these 2 teams. Here's Garrison, a float serve across. Schobel, D-ball, Brunning, cross court, and down in the back row, caught the coffin corner, splitting the double block of Jim Garrison and Leo Provetnikov. Mikey Denver to serve at 9-6 in set 2, advantage Gauchos. Float serve off the tape, one-handed dig, sends it back across, and Ethan Saint shows no mercy. First touch kill from Ethan Saint. And off the tip of the tape, Evan Boyle could only send it right back into the sweet spot for the sophomore. 10 serving 6. Denver serve, this time it's passed up to Whirl, and on the left side, Josh Ewert looks for some line love. Ewert huffing and puffing here in set 2, the 6'4" redshirt junior. Big West honorable mention. Ready to serve at 7-10. Fastball to the back row, low pass by Saint. Schobel on his horse, sets from his knees back to Saint. And the swing goes long over the triple block and out of bounds. Four pattern across the back row now for UC Santa Barbara. Ewert on a service run. 8 serving 10 to the back row. Errant pass, and it's another ace. Ewert getting in on the party. His first ace of the night. And now Santa Barbara calls timeout. The Tritons look to close the gap on the other side of the break. It's UC Santa Barbara 10, UC San Diego 9 in set 2 on 22 West Radio. Timeout breaks here in set 2. UC San Diego on a 3-0 run, looking to close an early gap on the Gauchos. Santa Barbara lead 10-9, but it's advantage UC San Diego as Josh Ewert has been the catalyst. His ace send us into the break, and he will continue his service run out of the timeout. 9 serving 10, Ewert with a high toss. Ripped across, and it's overpassed. Ewert first touch. Whirl from the logo, D-ball to Ewert down the line, off the head of Wallace. Now Whirl turns offensive over on 2. Gauchos keep it up, and it's bumped to Saint left side, off the double block and out of bounds. Fantastic front row defense from UC Santa Barbara, as Cameron Whirl was thwarted, trying to dunk one down on 2. Santa Barbara, successful side out from the timeout. It's 11 serving 9, George Brunning. Deep breath. Rips it across. Sani pass to Whirl at the logo. Left side. Provetnikov off the block, and Schobel gets the first touch. Guy pushes left side. Ethan Saint goes cross court for the kill. Santa Barbara now have stacked back-to-back points and restored a 3-point advantage. Brunning with a deep breath. 12 serving 9. Harden across, Sani to the ground on a pass. Whirl out of bounds, pushes it back inside, and Ewert over the triple block gets the kill. Arroyo could not lay off. Tipped it beyond the outstretched hands of his diving libero, Joe Wallace. And Josh Ewert continues to find a way to get the job done. Speaking of getting the job done, Brad Rothstrider picks up a towel wiping up some moisture on his sideline before the Bren Event Center and Big West staff can get there. Trying to keep the momentum whatever way he can on the Triton side. Provetnikov at 10 serving 12, float across, pass to Schobel, to Arroyo in the middle, dug out by Boyle, but it's into the media row. Arroyo, another kill to this point. He's got 3 kills on 4 swings. No errors as it's 13 serving 10. Saint, Harden across, pass by Boyle. Whirl now gets the dunk down on 2. Cameron Whirl able to fool the Gauchos block, go right underneath Riggs' guy. And it's 11 serving 13. Garrison tosses, swings across, passed up to Schobel, to Guy on the left side, and the set is too high. Schobel setting from his knees, pushed it above the head of Josh Arroyo and above the head of Riggs' guy. And Schobel with a few explanations to Riggs' guy. Tritons within 1, 12-13. Overpass now, and Whirl swings into the block. It's out of bounds. Cole Schobel with an excellent cover, but could only send it into the San Diego bench. We're tied at 13 in set 2. Garrison ready to serve again. 3 straight points for the Tritons. Harden across, pass to Schobel, left side, cross court set to Guy, off the block, and it's Wallace bumping it back up. Bruning out his system to Guy again, off the triple block and down. Provetnikov diving in the back row with a pancake save, just a hair too late. And the Gauchos cut out another UC San Diego run. The lead is only 1. 14 serving 13, Josh Arroyo behind the line. Low toss, hybrid float, hand pass Provetnikov, whirl to the middle. Selcho blocked and out of bounds. Point UC San Diego. We're tied again. Last week's matchup featured 46 ties and 15 lead changes across 5 sets. UC San Diego looking to take their first lead here in set 2. It's 14-all. Cameron Whirl, high toss, pass by Saint to Schobel at the logo. D-ball, Bruning all alone. Threads the eye of the needle through a double block. That was just too late. Judge Bruning, his 3rd kill on 8 swings. All 3 coming here in this second set. Gauchos take the lead again. 15 serving 14. Cole Schobel, trademark handlebar mustache, in the air as he serves. Pass Provetnikov, whirl, D-ball, Sani punches it through the double block and it's straight down. And Sani runs his fingers through his hair as he now ready to serve. Fading away, still got his body behind the ball, and it's 15-all. Sani, high toss, rolled across, Saint pass, Schobel to the back row, Saint swings away. And it's off the hands of Keegan Cook in the back row and out of bounds. Gauchos retake the lead again. Riggs' guy a chance to serve now. And ASO ready tonight, 24 on the season. Low toss, curveball, pass by Cook. Whirl to the back row, Sani gets it through the double block again. Back-to-back plays where Sebastiano Sani swings into the block and it just goes down on the Gauchos side. Santa Barbara getting hands to every attack, and we're tied at 16 all in set 2. Selcho serves, awkward hand pass on a dive. Schobel keeps it up. Saint swings through and it's overpass. Saint swings again off Selcho's hands. A touch from Cameron Whirl, but it's in to the San Diego bench. Ethan Saint has turned the aggressiveness up to 11 here in set 2. A few first touch kills, and that might be the pick of the litter. Swinging twice And the Gauchos up 17-16. 11 kills for St. And a float serve from Mikey Denver goes into the net. We're tied at 17. Josh Ewart, already a catalyst of a 3-0 service run that included an ace here in set 2, is back to serve at 17 all. High toss, Ewart, Harden across, pass out of the back row, Schobel on his horse, back set back inside to St. First touch, Provetnikov, whirl to the back row, Ewart, a neat roll shot across the net. And it lands inside the 10-foot line. How tricky from Josh Ewart. Whirl with a back set in Ewart with a beach volleyball swing. Blockers couldn't get a hand to it as it careened from the right side to the left side of the Gauchos front row. Tritons with their first lead here in set 2 at 18-17. Ewart, hard serve across, Guy pass. Schobel, D-ball, Brunning, nobody there, but Sani digs it out in the back row. Whirl now to Ewart left side. Through the block and down, Arroyo wheeling away in celebration. Didn't realize it landed on the Santa Barbara side. Gauchos have been unable to seal a few crucial attacks here in set 2. It's off Arroyo's chest and down. Tritons with a 2-point advantage at 19-17 as Ewart serves into the net. George Brunning, a much improved second set with 3 kills on 9 swings. Back to serve now. Gauchos down by 1. High toss from Brunning to the line, and it's down. George Brunning feeling frosty. Ice cold from behind the service line. We're tied at 19. Went off the hands of Leo Provetnikov in the left back with the San Diego serve receive. Brunning to the middle this time. Provetnikov pass, whirl, one-handed set. Garrison blocked and roofed. This time Arroyo seals. That's a lot of damage from Josh Arroyo. And a 3-point swing from UC Santa Barbara. It's 20-19. Gauchos first to the red zone. Back and forth we go here in set 2. Brunning to the back row and down for an ace. 2 aces on the turn for George Brunning. Timeout UC San Diego. George Brunning with the 17th and 18th aces of his season to give the Gauchos a comfortable 2-point cushion. It's 21-19. Brad Rostrader will burn a timeout and let the players lead it. They've got to figure this out in serve-receive. Having taken set 1 in dominant fashion early, 25-19, and having trailed through the entirety of set 2, spare for a glimmer of hope at 18-17. Gauchos now lead 21-19, and George Brunning, speak about the season he's had on his sophomore line, played only 19 games, led the team in hitting percentage, did not play in that first round matchup against the Tritons, limited by injury after a Big West all-freshman season, after a Big West all-freshman season in his second year. It was that freshman year that got him off to a rocky start. Only 7 games played before he had to use a medical red shirt. Came back, was better than ever, and then this year has continued to build on that same success. Graduate of Corona Del Mar High School, began training with the United States under-21 volleyball team when he was still in high school, and had a very successful summer this year at the under-23 Pan Am Games, taking silver with the United States, and will continue to be a candidate for national team camps for years to come. 2 huge aces, and the Gauchos up 21-19. For UC San Diego, it has been Leo Provetnikov and Evan Boyle targeted in serve receive. Sebastiano Sani, only 6 serves in his direction all night long. And you have to wonder, with Riggs Guy dialing one up down the line and then right down the middle, where he goes next as both teams return to the floor. 21 serving 19 in set 2. The Gauchos trying to build on a 4-0 scoring run. Brunning, high toss. Down the line this time, Provetnikov pass to Worrell, who goes over on 2. Another dunk from Cameron Worrell, who at 6'7" is one of the more physical setters in the Big West. Shaded to the left side of the floor, dunks it right down. It's 20, serving 21. Provetnikov now to serve, passed by Guy. Schobel, D-ball, Brunning off the block. Arroyo first touch. Schobel now left side to Saint, blocked and roofed. Cam Worrell and Jim Garrison having a block party tonight in the Bren. It's 21-all. Only the second block here in set 2. It's Provetnikov serves. Passed by Guy. Schobel, left side. Saint, blocked and roofed. Cam Worrell goes back to back. Rick McLaughlin rips off his glasses on the sidelines and calls timeout. What a response from the Tritons. 3 straight points and back-to-back blocks. Tritons lead 22-21. And we will return for the conclusion of set 2 on 22 West Radio. Timeout breaks and both teams return to the floor. UC San Diego, 3 straight points out of a timeout to take the lead at 22-21 in set 2. Tritons took set 1 25-19, trying to strike back here in the second frame. Leo Provetnikov with the serve. Guy, errant pass. Schobel can't keep it alive. And it's an ace for Leo Provetnikov. UC San Diego 2 points away. They have snatched the momentum late in set 2. Provetnikov serves again off the hands of Riggs Guy in the back row. Back-to-back aces for Leo Provetnikov. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Set point in set 2 for UC San Diego. 24 serving 21. Float serve, hand pass by Saint. Schobel, D-ball, Brunning. Blocked and out of bounds. Sebastiano Sani enveloped the swing from George Brunning. but it lands just outside the Terraflex. Gauchos stay alive. It's set point number 2. 22 serving 24. Ethan Saint with a high toss to the back row. Low pass. Whirl to Garrison in the middle. Disrupted and hand pass by Saint now. Schobel back row to Riggs Guy. Gets his own deflection and it's passed across by Arroyo. Now Whirl on a D-ball. Cross court Ewers. Josh Ewert puts an end to set 2. And San Diego strikes back. Their first lead at 18-17. Down again into the red zone. But it doesn't matter. Brad Rostratter's men find a way back. And as they switch benches to take a seat in front of their traveling fans, it's Santa Barbara searching for solutions. When we return, set 3 between UC Santa Barbara and UC San Diego. The Tritons up 2-0 on 22 West Radio. Welcome back inside the Bren Event Center. You are listening to the Hawaiian Islands presents the 2026 Outrigger Men's Volleyball Championships on 22 West Radio, streaming live on YouTube and online at 88.1 KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. I'm JayDe Beaudry. It's a pleasure to have you with us, and we are all set for set 3 action between UC San Diego and UC Santa Barbara. The 4 and 5 seeds battling it out in the first round for a spot in the semifinals and a chance to face the top-seeded Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. In set 1, it was UC San Diego coming out on top 25-19 after a strong start. And then in set 2, after Santa Barbara set the tone, it was UC San Diego who were able to battle their way all the way back, take the lead late, and run out with a 25-22 victory. UC San Diego now on the doorstep of knocking out UC Santa Barbara from the Big West Championships in back-to-back seasons. In a matchup that always seems to go 5, it's UC San Diego on the verge of a sweep. Teams have switched benches. San Diego now on the left side of the floor. UC Santa Barbara now on the right. For Santa Barbara, Ethan Saint is leading the way with 11 kills on 22 swings. For UC San Diego, it's Josh Ewert with 10 kills on 15 swings, including the set ender in set 2. Saint will get us underway here in set 3 with a serve that goes into the top of the tape. Both teams have had a relatively clean service night. That's only the 8th service error for UC Santa Barbara. UC San Diego, 5 service errors, 6 aces. Both teams with 6 apiece through the first 2 frames. Jim Garrison Tritons up 1. His serve across, out of bounds, and it's back-to-back service errors to kick off set 3. Josh Arroyo now back to serve. He's had a solid night, 4 kills, 5 swings. Unable to be disruptive with his block through the majority of set number 2. Here he serves. Awkward pass by Selcho. World just has to bump it back across the net. First touch, Mikey Denver. Schobel pushes left side. Riggs guy with 2 hands. Goes off the block and then off the antenna for the kill. Cameron Worrell got a pinky finger on the block that pushed it into the antenna. And now the call has been reversed. Antenna, then pinky. It's Cameron Worrell to serve. Tritons up 2-1. Worrell, high toss. Low serve, awkward pass. It's an ace for Cameron Worrell. And not for the first time tonight. His second of the game. Only his 7th of the season, had 5 coming in. And he has found a way to switch up the speed on that serve all night long. That ball dipping, diving, and down. It's UC San Diego 3, UC Santa Barbara 1. 4 points through set number 3. Worrell serves again, this time passed by Saint up to Schobel at the logo. D-ball Brunning, blocked and out of bounds. George Brunning with 4 kills in that second set, none in the first on 12 swings, not having his most efficient night. With that kill, now hitting above 200 for the first time tonight. As Cole Schobel readies to serve. 2 serving, 3, Harden across, low pass, Worrell bumps it to Ewert, left side, free balled across. Schobel first touch in the back row, pushed out of system to Brunning, joust at the net, kept on the San Diego side by Ewers. Now Sani with 2 hands pushes it to the coffin corner. Dug out by Saint, Schobel, D-ball, Brunning, down through the double block. Extended rally goes the way of the Gauchos. And one thing that has not diminished through 2 sets has been the back row defense for both teams. It's 3-all. Schobel, hard serve, pass by Boyle. Worrell, left side, Ewert off the double block and out. George Brunning and Mikey Denver in the area. And Ewert picks up his 11th kill. 10th double-digit kill performance of the season. He's doing it hitting above 500. Only has 7 games this season hitting above 300. On pace for another incredible night. Had a season-high 20 against Long Beach State across 4 sets in the pyramid not too long ago, flashing that pocket rocket athleticism. Stands 6'4". He's given the Tritons the lead at 4-3 as Sani serves into the net. 4-all in set 3. Sebastiano Sani with 6 kills on 17 swings, backing up Ewert's 11. Hitting below 300 though. And the service errors for both teams starting to pile up here through 8 points in set 3. It's 4-all. Riggs guy, hard serve, Cook pass, whirl, left side. Ewert blocked and roofed. It dies right before the 10-foot line. And George Brunning can take the credit. The serve from Guy passed out well, but Brunning rotating over alongside Mikey Denver, applying pressure, and it's the Gauchos who lead 5-4. Riggs guy to serve, curveball, pass by Asani. Whirl pushes left side off the block and recycled by Provetnikov. Whirl back to Provetnikov off the hands of Brunning and out. Leo Provetnikov through those first 2 sets. Only 1 kill on 9 swings. Did a lot of his hard work in the back row and in service. Has a team best 4 digs and 2 aces. He now steps into the front row. It's 5-all. Peter Selcho serves into the net. And the familiar rhythm from the first 2 sets nowhere to be found here in set 3, as the efficient serving of both teams saw the first 2 sets finish in just under an hour. It's 6-5 now, advantage Gauchos. Denver serve, Sani pass, whirl on the left side to Ewert, blocked in roof. The pass from Sani took whirl outside the Terraflex lines, and Ewert rejected by the combination of Arroyo and Ethan Saint. Gauchos 7, Tritons 5. Denver float to the back row. Provetnikov hand pass, whirl to the middle for Jim Garrison. The 4-year starter on this San Diego Tritons team, trying to extend his career by 1 more game. One of 9 seniors on this San Diego Tritons team. That's his 3rd kill on 5 swings. 6 serving 7. Popped up in the back row. Schobel to Arroyo. Recycled off the block. Back to Schobel. D-ball now for Brunning off high hands. Sani first touch. Whirl over on 2. Another dunk for Cameron Whirl. His 4th kill of the night. And they've all come the same way. Found himself in between Arroyo and Ethan Saint. And a 2-handed slam to tie us at 7. Josh Ewert to serve. 7-all in set 3. High toss, ripped across, right to the chest of Riggs guy. Schobel 10-foot line. Arroyo off some negative tempo. Picks up the kill. Arroyo's 5th kill on 7 errorless swings tonight. Gauchos lead 8-7. The Bren Event Center quiets for George Brunning. Roll serve tips the tape. Sani pass, whirl, left side swing, and it's Provetnikov picking up the kill on a cross-court swing. Leo Provetnikov, Long Beach native, graduate of Woodrow Wilson High School, still holds the career record in kills in a career and a single season. It's 8-all, and here's his serve. Passed out by Guy. Schobel from the 10-foot line to Arroyo again. This time it's long. He was looking for a touch off high hands. And there's none to be found. We're yet to see a challenge from either team through 2 sets. None coming here as Arroyo not complaining too much. The block of Jim Garrison just a fraction too late. Tritons 9, Gauchos 8. Provetnikov serve. Looking for the line, and it's long and wide. UC Santa Barbara have gone after Ethan Saint when he's lined up in the back left of serve receive. That time to no avail. Time for Ethan Saint to serve. Seen on 11 kills, none so far here in set 3. Hard serve to the back row, Boyle pass, whirl on his horse to Sani back inside. And Sebastiano Sani unloads. The Bethesda, Maryland native bashing one cross court. And that finger that had to be retaped early in set one looking just fine. It's 10 serving 9. Garrison to the back row. Hand pass to a joust to Schobel. Loses out to Sani, but it's kept alive. Now Brunning pushes left side guy, swinging over the block. It's dug out, back to Whirl at the net. Now Ewert from the back row. Swings down the right side. And the Tritons are up by 2. Josh Ewert continues to be the workhorse of this Tritons team. 12 kills on 20 swings, only 3 errors. He's hitting .450 on the night. The leading scorer by far. The men dressed in navy blue. Some moisture being wiped up right at the logo as Sebastiano Sani and Cameron Whirl share a laugh. UC San Diego has out-hit UC Santa Barbara in both sets, both by considerable margins. The offense in the block has looked more efficient. It's been backed up by some considerable service pressure. Moisture cleared, and it's Garrison serving at 11-9. Rolled across, passed by Wallace, Schobel, D-ball, Brunning. Caught it awkwardly, and it's dug out cross court. Now Whirl pushes left side, Sani blocked to the back row. Provetnikov bumps it back up. Whirl from the 10-foot line to Sani, cross court swing, hand pass by Wallace. Saint out of system, pushes it left side. Riggs guy rolls it over the block. Pass by Ewers. Now the set goes to Sani left side, and the Gauchos get 2 touches to it, but they can't keep it off the Terraflex. Sebastiano Sani picks up the kill as both teams work in and out of system. When San Diego get the ball out to Sebastiano Sani, sometimes it looks like poetry in motion. A delicate roll shot into the block, and the Tritons take a 3-point advantage now. It's 12 serving 9, Jim Garrison. His 3rd straight serve. Hard to the back row and down for an ace. Off the hands of Joe Wallace and into the stands behind the back row. Jim Garrison dialing up a rare fastball. And it's 4 straight points for UC San Diego. 13-9, Garrison again to the back row. This time, Guy gets the pass up to Schobel. D-ball Brunning off the armpits of Sebastiano Sani, who came down hard on the net in frustration. Second time, Sebastiano Sani has read George Brunning like a book, but has been unable to handle the swing on the Newport Beach native. Santa Barbara get the serve back at 10, serving 13. Josh Arroyo steps into the service box. Arroyo, hybrid float with a little too much float. Goes 7 feet beyond the back line. Service error gives the Tritons a 4-point advantage. And that libero rotation that has been in constant flux continues. Keegan Cook has been on the floor for every San Diego serve. Evan Boyle on the floor for every San Diego serve receive. Cameron Whirl to serve off the tape. Passed up by Wallace. Schobel to the middle. Mikey Denver gets a touch, and it lands just inside the back line. Have not called Mikey Denver's name too much tonight. That's only his 3rd kill on 4 swings, making the start at middle blocker tonight. Here's Schobel to serve. Had an ace in set 1. Southpaw serve. Knuckleballing to the back row, and it's just long. Sebastiano Sani ducking out of the way, and that will send us into the media timeout. UC San Diego up 2-0, and up now in set 3. It's Tritons 15, Gauchos 11, and we will return in just a moment on 22 West Radio. Media timeout breaks here in set number 3. UC San Diego up on UC Santa Barbara, 15-11 in the set and 2-0 on the night. Tritons have not swept UC Santa Barbara since 2013, as the matches over the past few years have gone 5 sets. Previous to that stretch, it was UC Santa Barbara with a long run of dominance. UC San Diego trying to flip the script on this season as well, as both matches in Big West Conference play have gone to UC Santa Barbara. Sebastiano Sani with a high toss, passed out by Wallace. Schobel to the back row, Saint through the double block, and Sani can't handle it in the back row. A side out of the media timeout for UC Santa Barbara. Puts the serve in the hands of Riggs Guy at 12-15. Ethan Saint picking up his first kill of set number 3, now lining up in the front row. Guy serves, passed out, up to Whirl, back row, Sani, nobody there. And Sebastiano Sani fired up now as UC San Diego will make changes. Off goes Josh Ewert in the front row. On comes the middle blocker, Leo Wiemelt, a 6'8" junior out of LaGrange, Illinois, replacing the man who is leading the Tritons in kills to this point tonight. As Selcho serves, Saint pass, gets the set right back from Schobel. It goes cross court off the hands of Sebastiano Sani. That will be the only point seen for Leo Wiemelt as he heads back to the bench, replaced by Ewert. Wiemelt in his 3rd year. Last appeared against UC Irvine back in the end of March. It's 13 serving 16. Whirl off a good pass and serve receive. Throws it backside to Ewert, who's blocked and roofed. UC Santa Barbara starting to stack points here in the middle third of set 3. That'll go down as a block for Ethan Saint. Josh Arroyo in the area as well. Float serve from Denver, passed by Sani. Whirl left side, pushes it right up top to Provetnikov, and it's dug out. Here's Schobel now to the middle. Arroyo fading away, gets it through, and it has to be free balled across to the back row. Guy first touch. Schobel, D-ball in a phone booth to George Brunning, and he goes cross court for the kill. It has taken a while for George Brunning to find his sea legs, but once again going OTT on a UC San Diego double block. It's Mikey Denver. The Gauchos within 1, 15 serving 16. Pass by Sani. Whirl pushes left side. Provetnikov off high hands, and it's dug out in the back row by Guy. Schobel from the middle to Arroyo. And the middle blocker throws down his 6th kill right on the back line. Sani let it go. Looking to the sidelines, looking for a challenge. None is going to come as UC Santa Barbara are on a run now. 4 straight points for the Gauchos to tie us at 16, and a timeout called by Brad Rostratter. We will keep it here through the timeout as we have another matchup coming up later tonight on 22 West Radio. 36 minutes after the conclusion of this game, the Bren Event Center will slowly fill with Anteater and Matador fans alike. A matchup between the 3-seeded UC Irvine and number 6-seeded CSUN Matadors. CSUN winless on the season in conference play. UC Irvine riding a 2-match losing streak after dropping a pair of matches to Long Beach State last weekend. Both teams looking for a way back into these Big West championships. CSUN led by Jalen Phillips, Jordan Lucas, Shane Nim, Grayson Albers, and UC Irvine riding an incredible freshman season from Andrej Jokanovic and the senior leadership of Will D'Arcy. There's a question mark around who will be setting the ball tonight for UC Irvine as Cameron Costi came up injured for the Anteaters on night 1 against Long Beach State. Either way, it's the Anteaters who are heavily favored in their home gym and will look to advance to the semifinals where the number 2-seeded Long Beach State awaits. The defending national champions on one side of the semifinals. The regular season champions Hawaii await the winner of this one tonight. As it stands, it's 16-all in set 3. UC San Diego up 2-0 on UC Santa Barbara. Ethan Saint really from the jump has led the way for the Gauchos, sitting now on 13 kills, 24 swings. George Brunning has begun to circle the wagons with 8 kills and 18 swings. finding his footing as this game has gone on. For UC San Diego, Cameron Worrell has run an efficient offense that is hitting .370 on the night with 30 assists, 2 aces, and 4 blocks. He has turned to Josh Ewert more than anyone else. 12 kills on 22 swings. Sebastiano Sani 1 kill away from another double-digit kill performance of the season. That would go down as his 22nd. And this is a UC San Diego team that only seems to grow in confidence as this match wears on. Out of the San Diego called timeout, though, it's Santa Barbara on a 4-0 run. Mikey Denver, middle blocker behind the service line. Float serve across, passed by Sonny. Worrell from the 10-foot line, left side Ewert into a double block. Call from the chair is that the push went into the antenna before the hands of Josh Arroyo and Ethan Saint. And it looks like Brad Rostrader, in an immediate conference with the down judge Raymond Mink, is asking about a challenge and will not issue one. Gauchos lead 17-16. Denver, high float to the back row, and it's long. 5 straight points for UC Santa Barbara. And we're tied now at 17 all on the service error. Mikey Denver more than does his job in service. Josh Ewert ready to serve for the Tritons. High toss, roll serve, passed by Guy. Schobel from the logo to Arroyo in the middle off the chest of Cook. Sani up to the net. Worrell pushes it through the block, and the Gauchos keep it alive. Schobel back row push to Ethan Saint, who gets baptized by the block of Jim Garrison. And immediately, Sergio Garcia on the chair wants to put an end to any excess celebrations, saying let's keep the temperature down, calling over Cole Schobel and Cameron Worrell for a conference. Big celebration off the block. Jim Garrison will take most of the credit, but the Tritons had 6 hands across. It's 18 serving 17 here in set 3. Ewert, high toss. This time it's a fastball to the back row. Passed by Guy. Schobel out of bounds, pushes it back in on the left side. Brunning off the triple block. Ewert first touch in the back row. Worrell to the back row. Sani blocked, and it's back into his own hands. Now Worrell, D-ball. Ewert, right side, dug out by Guy. Schobel at the net, pushes left side. Saint through the double block, dug out by Cook. Bumped up to Ewert. Over to Sani off the block, and the Gauchos push it back across. Now a joust. Worrell wins it. San Diego firing on all cylinders. And UC San Diego are 6 points away from their first sweep over the Gauchos in 13 years. They have made the big plays on the biggest stage. Cam Worrell from the setter's position, now with 6 kills on 8 total attacks. Nearly matching his season total with just 13 coming into tonight. As Ewert serves his 3rd straight, this one off the top of the tape, passed up to Schobel, set to the back row. Guy rejected over on 1 from Arroyo. Now it's above the net. Saint goes over again with 2 hands and sends it long. The Gauchos staring down the barrel now, as a wild exchange around the net fell out of bounds on the touch from Saint. Just a lack of composure from the Gauchos trying to catch San Diego unaware. And it's Rick McLaughlin calling timeout for UC Santa Barbara. UC San Diego, a very senior-heavy team. 9 seniors on their roster. And that veteran experience has shown through tonight. The seniors who have seen the floor tonight: Josh Ewert, 4th-year man; Jim Garrison, who has spent 5 years with the program; Leo Provetnikov, 4 years at UC San Diego; Sebastiano Sani, just a single season at San Diego after making the switch from Long Beach State; Peter Selcho, 5th-year man; and Cameron Worrell, who has spent 4 years with this program and only began to see real considerable action this season after redshirting his freshman season, coming out of Cathedral Catholic. has had to wait for his opportunity, and on the biggest stage tonight, he has made the most of it. 30 assists. The 5th game this season he has had with 30 or more. And it's San Diego who have dominated every single statistical category from start to finish, aside from a slow start in set 2. For UC Santa Barbara, they have to be having nightmares back to last season when they were unable to slam the door on the Tritons, and it was UC San Diego who won 3 straight points out in Manoa. The Gauchos with an impressive season with some considerable ranked wins. They come into tonight the number 9 team in the country, needing to boost their own resume for a chance at an at-large bid. That would require at least an appearance in the final. The same story for UC San Diego, who finished the conference schedule at 3-7 and only 4-7 away from home. The number 11 team in the country, also looking for a run to at the very least the finals of this Big West Championship to be considered for an at-large bid. They have come out against a foe that time and time again over these past 4 years has pushed them to the limit, and it's been the Tritons who have set the tone. Brad Rostratter and his Tritons 5 points away from a sweep over the Gauchos. It's 20-17. San Diego on a 4-0 run in set 3. High toss. Ewers sends it long. Josh Ewert went for it all. Came up empty. George Bruning will head back to serve now for the Gauchos, in need of a run. Bruning already an impressive night in service. Pair of aces, and he sends this one into the bottom of the tape. The Tritons can feel it now. Leo Provetnikov, the Long Beach native, with claps coming from his own bench. Serves hard and across, passed by Guy. Schobel from the logo, D-ball running, cross court and down. Gauchos stay alive and close the gap to 2. The job not finished for UC San Diego as George Bruning picks up his 9th kill of the night. Ethan Saint back to serve now for UC Santa Barbara. And the serve goes 10 feet long. Caught it at the wrong angle, and it arches agonizingly beyond the back line. UC San Diego have the serve at 22-19. Jim Garrison. High toss to the back row, and it's long. 5th-year senior couldn't find the back line. And Brad Rostratter stays standing on the sidelines, arm crossed, clipboard in hand. Bryce McLaughlin on the UC Santa Barbara bench can only watch on. It's Josh Arroyo serving for the Gauchos at 20, serving 22. Float serve across, Provetnikov pass, whirl, pushes left side, Sani off the antenna, and then the block. Another point for UC Santa Barbara, and the Gauchos now only trail by 1. 21 serving 22 off the error from Sebastiano Sani. Only his 3rd attacking error of the night. Arroyo, hybrid float, pass from Provetnikov. Whirl, back to Sani, left side, off the block. Bruning, one-handed dig, and Schobel dives into his teammates on the bench, trying to keep it alive, to no avail. The Tritons go right back to the well, and Sebastiano Sani delivers. 10 kills now for Sani for the 22nd time this season. Cameron Worrell will serve now. The setter. 2 aces already tonight. Rolls one across. Pass by Wallace. Schobel. Left side set. Guy dug out back to the net. Selcho pokes it over. Bumped awkwardly, and Schobel from out of bounds pushes it back inside to Bruning and blocked, and he gets his own dig. Schobel now pushes to Guy left side. Rejected again. Schobel now swinging as the ball careened above the net. The Tritons can't keep it alive. And Santa Barbara looking for just a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. It's 22, serving 23. And a setter with more aces this season than any other in the Big West Fresh off a kill, it's Cole Schobel to serve. Low pass from Boyle. Selcho bumps it back up, and Provetnikov forced a free ball from the 10-foot line. Wallace steps in to Schobel. Outside, Brunning down the line, dug out and back across. First touch guy, Schobel, D-ball back to Brunning off the double block. Provetnikov, hand pass up to Whirl. Left side set, Ewert with two hands. Tools the block and it's out of bounds. Ewert with his 13th kill of the night. Sets up match point number 1 for UC San Diego. The Tritons have not swept UC Santa Barbara since 2013. And they've got match point here in set 3 at 24-22. Sebastiano Sani with the Tritons contingent on their feet. High toss, hard serve, errant pass in the back row by Saint. Nobody's gonna get there. And UC San Diego have their revenge. And it only took 3 sets. A Sebastiano Sani service ace to end it. And he stares up at the replay, admiring his own handiwork. The Tritons end the Gaucho season in an unprecedented 3-set sweep. Led by 13 kills from Josh Ewert. And a night where they tallied 9 service aces. UC Santa Barbara on the night hit just 223. And for the second straight year, UC Santa Barbara are left with more questions than answers after an outstanding performance from the Tritons in the first round of the Big West Championships. Cameron Whirl, a monstrous 32 assists to pace an offense that hit 337. And once this handshake line breaks below the net, the celebrations can really kick off. UC San Diego advancing to the semifinals of the Big West Championships. 25-19 in set 1, 25-22 in set 2, 25-22 in set 3, and Sebastiano Sani has the last word. Leo Provetnikov has the board and the bracket, and UC San Diego can officially punch their ticket to the next round. For UC Santa Barbara, they finished their season with a 5-6 record in Big West play and a 14-12 overall record. They are members of this team who will be back next year with that same fire from last year, now rekindled. Riggs Guy, George Brunning, Ethan Saint, who led the team with 13 kills, all have to turn to next year. Coming up next on 22 West Radio in exactly 36 minutes, it's the Matadors of Cal State Northridge taking on the Anteaters of UC Irvine in the second half of our 22 West Championship doubleheader, live from the Hawaiian Islands presents the 2026 Outrigger Men's Volleyball Championships on 22 West Radio. Thank you so much for joining us for this first round matchup. We will see you very shortly. For myself, for our entire 22 West sports crew, Saya Youngblood, Alex Prado, Brianna Wongsu Pogpon, we will see you again in just a few minutes.